I appreciate that Matthew tells us that some of the disciples, they doubted, because that shows us, Matthew's just telling us the facts here. The fact is some doubted. The fact is some of them had a hard time believing Jesus was really there standing in front of them. Matthew is not editing the story to make it sound better or more believable. He's just reporting the facts to us. Now look at verse 18. And Jesus came and spoke to them, saying, look what he says now, all authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. All authority has been given to Jesus. All authority has been given to Jesus, all authority in heaven and on earth. Now, Jesus seems to be referring to a passage back in Daniel chapter 7. You don't have to turn there necessarily, but in Daniel chapter 7, verses 13 and 14, if you're taking notes, here in Daniel chapter 7, Daniel has a vision of four beasts, and the four beasts represent kingdoms that will rule over the whole world. And the fourth kingdom, now he sees, the fourth beast is the Antichrist, who is to come, who will be the final human ruler over all the world. And then that fourth beast then is conquered by Jesus Christ. And it says in Daniel chapter 7, verse 13, I'll read it to you. I was watching in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man. That's a messianic title. It's speaking of Jesus. One like the Son of Man, coming with the clouds of heaven. He came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Then to him, the Son of Man, Jesus Christ, was given dominion and glory and a kingdom that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom the one which shall not be destroyed. So there in Daniel, he has this vision of all the kingdoms of the earth being given to the Son of Man, Jesus Christ, and all the peoples, nations, languages serve him. His is an everlasting kingdom. And that seems to be what Jesus is referring to. All authority has been given to me in heaven and on the earth. In John's Gospel, John chapter 3, verse 35, there Jesus said, the Father loves the Son and has given all things into his hands. So everything has been given into the hands of the Son, Jesus Christ. He has all authority over everything in heaven, on the earth, including us, including you, and your life, and me, and my life. When Jesus died on the cross, he purchased us with his own shed blood. So now you, if you're a Christian here today, we as Christians, we belong to him. He purchased us. He bought us. And we belong to him. Our life belongs to him. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19 says, you are not your own, for you were bought at a price. We belong to Jesus Christ. He has all authority over us. And please note, Jesus said all authority belongs to him. All authority, without exception. He is sovereign over all. All authority has been given to him. Not 90%, not 98%. It's 100% of the authority belongs to him. And he makes this statement here, and please note this, he makes this statement to establish he's in charge. He's in charge over us. He's Lord. He's King. He's Master. He's sovereign. And he has all the authority over us and our life. And he is not sharing his authority with us. He's not splitting his authority over us. We are not in a partnership with Jesus Christ. We don't have joint custody with Jesus Christ over our lives, where, he gets custody on Sunday mornings, unless it's March Madness, and then, or whatever. No, he's not splitting us between us and him, if that makes sense. He has all authority over us because he died for us and he redeemed us from sin and from death. If he didn't do that, we'd still be dead in our trespasses and sins. He purchased us. And so he has the authority, listen, he has the authority to tell us what to do. He has the authority to tell us how we should live, because he purchased us. Now, this reminds me of our Exodus study on Thursday nights. If you remember, in our Exodus study, God brought the children of Israel to Mount Sinai, and there at Mount Sinai, God gave them his commandments. If you remember also from our Exodus study, back in Exodus chapter 3, God told Moses, I will bring you back to this mountain, and you will worship me here. So God told Moses in advance what mountain they would meet at, just as he does here with the disciples. He told them in advance what mountain they would meet at. And before God gave the children of Israel his commandments, God said to them in Exodus chapter 20, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. And God made that statement to establish his authority over them, to command them. He is the one who redeemed them out of the house of bondage. And here, Jesus does a similar thing. He brings his disciples to the mountain after redeeming them, and he states to them that he has all authority over them because he has redeemed them from sin and death, and then he commands them.